Yeah.
Okay, so
Take me in Kentucky. Take me in Beijing. Take me in Guam. I'll come along calm. But no, don't take me in spring.
hello, my name is Nate Kiley. This is Tommy Brozene. I'm saying that right?
Brozene, yeah, that's right. Who do I wave to this one or this?
Both, yeah. Wave to both of them.
Hi.
And he's here on the Internet Movie Talkshow today, and we're going to talk about horror movies, which is a favorite of mine.
Oh yeah,
You said it was a favorite of yours.
Love horror movies. I love getting scared. That feeling that you get.
Me too. P.T. Anderson said that a horror movie is any movie where things get progressively worse. So, Tommy, why don't you tell me what horror movies you like?
Off the top of my head, usually the horror movies, my go-to movies. I've always been a fan of the movie 13 Ghosts. Matthew, I can't remember his name either. He was in the...
Modine?
No, he was in...
Oh.
It's probably not even Matthew.
David Allen...
No. White guy. Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard.
That's his name. He was in that movie.
Okay.
I knew it'd come to me eventually.
Now
the picture, right there.
You don't talk to them. This is my television.
Can you tell him I apologize?
He is very formally apologizing, and I accept his apology.
This guy, Tony Shalhoub, this huge mansion in his will. Finds out that it's made like out of all glass. And I'm terrible with. I usually just describe the whole movie. So he goes into the house and then he finds out that there's a lot
13
more.
ghosts.
Right, eventually.
So,
yeah.
Tommy, you were telling me that you tend to lean towards the fantasy, paranormal aspect of horror, and not so much the slasher.
Right.
Aspect of horror.
I just movies that have a lot of like blood and gore. It's not. It's more gross. Like it's just like I don't want to watch that. It's not so much that it's scary. The paranormal, the supernatural type movies. What was that?
Right.
What that stuff is
creating that sense of terror when you don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
Right? There are movies coming out straight to DVD. Filmmakers producing their own movies that are very gory, but also fantastic. They're kind of like Drive to the point where the violence is almost beautiful. A good example of this is a movie called Excision, and this is about a female Dexter, essentially.
Oh.
And she thinks that just because she's so fascinated with cutting things open, that she's going to be a surgeon one day. Beautiful movie, very strange. Another great example is, this might actually be the one I'm recommending to you, is called The Loved Ones. It does produce that, and now you'll keep thinking, no, they're not going to do that, and then they do that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Human Centipede is another one that I always tell people to watch.
Human Centipede.
It's become a punchline in our culture.
Yeah.
You know what it's about?
No.
It's a movie about a crazy mad scientist that stitches 3 people together, asshole to mouth.
Wow.
Creating like one long digestive tract is what he calls it.
Oh my god. Ew.
Yeah. Yeah. And Human Centipede 2 is actually the most brilliant concept of a sequel I've ever seen. Because it's about a guy who loves the Human Centipede movie.
Oh.
And wants to do it himself.
Oh no! Wow, yeah, that's pretty cool.
The director has a lot of talent. It's all done in black and white, and the guy never says anything in the entire movie. The second one's very gory. The first one, not very gory, because everything's very surgical, and like everything's covered up with bandages and sterilized and everything. There are much more than people give them credit for. Like, they're fantastic horror films. It's just... Let's move back to the paranormal aspect of things.
Okay.
What are some other paranormal movies that you like?
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
I love the I can honestly say I love all 3 of the Paranormal Activity movies.
A lot of people don't like it, but it's a good movie. Like, it creates tension well. It's like a modern found footage Hitchcocky movie. Like, it does a great job of getting you scared.
And I got to go see Paranormal Activity before Paramount took it over.
So you were one of those people.
I was one of those people, but I don't think they used any of those for the commercials.
But you were there.
I was
really
there.
Cool. And that is the most brilliant advertising concept I've ever seen. So is it just Paranormal Activity, or do you enjoy found footage movies in general?
I like found footage in general. It's a great idea. It's a neat concept.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Blair Witch was probably one of the first, I think.
One of the first brought it into the spotlight.
I think so, yeah.
Did it right with advertising that these are like found tapes. We never saw these kids again.
Right. Right now, I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about the ending.
You want to hear the coolest thing ever about the Blair Witch Project? It's more real than fake. They actually did give the camera to those 3 actors and send them out in the woods. And then they started to fuck with them while they were out there. So
that's brilliant.
Most of the parts where they're scared are real.
Wow. Did they know what they were getting into, or did they just say they were just giving cameras and saying, go have fun?
They didn't tell them anything.
Oh, that is genius.
It's genius. It's also really fucked up.
Yeah, that's
Do
true.
you remember the guy disappears?
Yes.
The one guy disappears, and then they find a finger outside their tent wrapped up in his shirt.
Yes.
That was not planned.
That was the best part.
Watch it again and like look at their faces and try to figure out, okay, what's acting and what's real.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna blow your mind right now, because while Paranormal Activity is great, it actually stole the concept found footage. This is my official recommendation, by the way. Now is the part of the show where I take all the information that I've gathered and I try to put that towards an interesting recommendation of a movie for this person. It's called Home Movie.
Home Movie.
Yes.
Okay.
No one has I've ever talked about has ever heard of it. It's a fantastic found footage horror film, done very similar to Paranormal Activity, except it's about 2 parents and their twin boy and girl who are like 7 years old.
Okay.
And the twin boy and girl are very, very strange, where they misbehave, but they do things like crucify the cat onto the family crucifix.
Wow.
Shit like that. And it's very interesting because the dad who's filming all of this is a priest, and then the mom is a psychologist.
Oh, that's a good mix right there
so
for
you
this.
Have those,
yeah.
And
is that the secret recipe for
evil children?
Yeah.
Yes. I am recommending Home Movie to Tommy and anybody else that likes horror movies or found footage. It's a great film.
I'm sure I'll probably end up watching it with other people too.
It doesn't have as big of jump scares throughout. It builds to a point.
Oh, I love it.
Your mouth is gonna hit the floor.
Oh, I can't wait.
And then once I put this video up, please watch all those other movies I talked about.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because they're great horror movies. If you like horror, you need
So
to
if I'm going to be watching this, I can't talk to them, but can I talk to myself right now?
You will address me in your idea. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay. All right. And this is the end.
Take me in Kentucky. Take me